Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media. It has always been my absolute pleasure and a truly wonderful experience for me to address the media at very important and special moments of my life. And this is one such because it involves a very important decision. Amongst the many brand associations that I have had, this, my new brand association with LifeCell, is particularly close to my heart because this association has a direct connect with a very important personal decision in my life. I had heard a lot about stem cell banking, read up extensively on it, you can be assured. I even spoke to my doctors about it. And of course, let me underline that while I keep saying I, because this is my brand association, it's a given and an absolute fact that Abhishek and I, it includes both of us, because when it involves such an important personal decision as your child, we as a couple and as a family, we obviously have spoken to both sets of parents as well, my parents, his parents, and both of us together, read up extensively on it, spoke to our doctors, were completely reassured and convinced about this incredible decision and went ahead and made it. But I must underline here that LifeCell contacted us at the very, very opportune, important time in our life. Mayur, as you all have also experienced now, very charmingly and at the same time practically educated us all about LifeCell and all that it had to offer to us as expectant parents. And, you know, when you're actually given the tour, as he has just given all of you, and even more so when you have your personal interactions, that obviously you can have it more in depth and longer than here on a public platform, having all the facts out on the table, it really helps at such a sensitive personal time in expectant parents' life. I would love to say that we evaluated LifeCell's leadership, accreditation, facilities, and more than everything else, we were absolutely convinced about their commitment to this purpose. LifeCell's credentials are a validation in itself, which has been extremely reassuring. Strong statistics of parents who have already trusted LifeCell and banked with them as a partner for their offsprings, for their child's future, gives immense confidence to new parents embracing this incredible development in cord cell banking. I'm happy with the choice I have made. Please note, and I keep saying I again, but it is we are happy with the choice we have made. And at the same time, I would love to say that this new association should, I truly hope, I do in all sincerity hope to contribute and help spread the understanding, help get people to recognize the importance, to understand it, to educate people on how this decision, which seems fairly simplistic in an expectant mother's life, is such an important one and a silently very reassuring decision to make at that point in time. And I think this is an incredible gift that expectant parents can give to their offsprings. The families of expectant new parents can support them and reassure them in a decision like this. And we're always here to help in the extensive understanding of this entire process and encourage this decision. So God bless everyone out there, and thank you for hearing us out on such a special day at an auspicious time in our lives. Thank you. Come, Ravi.
So that more people are aware about the benefits of stem cell banking, we have produced our first ever national ad campaign. And for the first ad release, I would request Ms. Aishwarya to do the honors, please. Can we have the release?
Yeah,
Yes,
let's just all view it. I'd love to see it as well. I've just joined the team in the very recent past, and I'd love to view it too with all of you today. So let's go ahead and see this campaign for now.
Someday you'll smile, you'll dream, you'll open your eyes and smile. You'll open your eyes. Someday you'll fly, you'll sail, you'll open your eyes, you'll cry and tell me a tale. Gift your baby lifetime protection at birth. Presenting umbilical cord banking, the safe way to preserve your baby's stem cells that can fight over 80 medical conditions. Someday, LifeCell, your lifesaver for life. You'll open those eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for LifeCell.
Hi, Aishwarya. I just wanted to know, were you aware, when were you aware about this particular thing, LifeCell, and you and Abhishek had decided, when did you all decide to go for this particular thing? Like,
It's a bit of a rhetoric. Well, very honestly, I was aware of stem cell banking and cord cell banking as a development, probably out of my sheer interest in the medical field. Most of my friends are doctors. And I've been aware of this existing in the world way before I even got married, actually. And, it was always, I was always fascinated by it. I think any research and development in general, let alone in science and healthcare, has always been of interest for me. And, when spelt out, it just seems like such a simplistic, natural decision to make. I had always probably banked that thought for a while, way before I even came together in matrimony, before I even got married. So once we got married, obviously you all know, you all have been sitting and clocking it and following us right until the time I got pregnant. But from then on, time just flies by. And as I think any expectant parent will share, that during that period, you just kind of you think that you possibly can hope and plan for a lot of things, and time flies by you, and there are lots of important personal decisions that a couple takes at that point in time. And like I said, at that point in time as well, we were contacted by a couple of companies, to be fair. But it's just that I think closer to the date, we had interacted extensively with LifeCell. And like I shared with you, and you have experienced, Mayur can be very charming, and at the same time, very detailed. He educates you on everything that there is to offer. We as parents will... as any expectant parent will, you actually research all that you have to, because it's a very important personal decision that you make. And once we were convinced, which was actually fairly smooth and easy, we went ahead with the decision to bank with LifeCell. And but it's, once a decision is made, you actually feel so good about it, because I can see where the campaign is coming from, because it is the most simple, most obvious, most natural. And once you make the decision, you realize such an easy gift to actually give to your offspring. Yes, and that probably will be the next question coming forth. There is a monetary aspect attached to it. like every investment in life, personal or financial. And when you make this decision, it does call for an investment as well. But I think that's where you let couples, families take this decision, which is what I loved in my interaction with LifeCell. They educate you, but the decision obviously is yours to go ahead and see if you would like to, if you can afford to go ahead and make that investment. And then once you do it, you actually, these are expenditures you actually feel really good about. And particularly today, what I'm feeling really happy on this special day while I'm associating with the brand, and I'm probably answering 50 other questions already while I'm answering yours, is the price point that is being shared today. There is a huge change in what LifeCell is offering today, and it does seem like definitely an affordable option for a lot of families out there with the schemes as well that they're throwing in. I mean, there are EMIs and all that being put in for expectant parents. And that's why when I was speaking earlier in my speech, I mentioned families and friends. I think people can actually come together to make this gift possible in a parent's life. You know, we traditionally buy so many things for expectant parents and things like that as families and friends. Probably can come together and also pursue this possibility in expectant parents' lives and make that the perfect gift for the child coming into this world. And just the fact that they have definitely introduced a far more affordable price point, I think is a wonderful development as well.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. This
Hi.
is Zohaib Khan from Pro Bollywood.
Yes.
Well, Aishwarya ma'am, as we all know that celebrities like you have a very big mass appeal. People follow you like anything. So whenever you just endorse any of the product or you just go for any of the social cause, what's your criteria? I mean, so how conscious are you while endorsing a product or going for some social cause?
Well, I think that is something you all can note and follow in the kind of decisions that I have made throughout my journey on the public platform, and especially in probably easily the last 10 years. If not, I mean, when you just join the industry, you could be, I was a new model, you're still discovering the medium, and then I joined the movies. But having been around here on the public platform, and really, people and audiences have been so generous with the kind of love, the kind of belief and conviction people have shown in me in all my decisions, my career decisions, my personal decisions, my professional decisions, my endorsement decisions. I think with this kind of support, I've always said, I have taken being on the public platform fairly responsibly. And the beauty of this brand association, it kind of fulfills the criterion of my social encouragement as well. Whenever I've had the opportunity, I've been here to give my voice and support socially as well. And this kind of, quite achieves that purpose as well. It is addressing a mindset which is fairly new, probably to our country at large. But it is a sensitive one, it is an important one, and socially I'm really happy to contribute to educating people on this scientific development that does exist, has existed for a while, but socially is still relatively new in our country. So that's why we're here together getting the talk started, or rather with far more magnitude, far more impact hopefully, and here's where you all will come in to help our voices reach far and wide with our population.
जी ऐश्वर्या, आपसे एक सवाल था कि आराध्या के बाद क्या आप और अभिषेक कभी दोबारा लाइफसेल का हेल्प लेना चाहेंगे?
आप सवाल वो नहीं कर रहे हैं, मैं जानती हूँ आप सवाल क्या कर रहे हो, और सभी ने पहचाना है, और जब ऐसा मौका आएगा आप लोग ज़रूर जानेंगे, लेकिन फिलहाल स्पेक्युलेट ना कीजिए.
कोई plans in the near future? Yeah.
You're still persistent, wow.
बता भी दीजिए अभी आप.
No, I mean, बता भी लीजिए मैंने. I've always said it. a child is a gift from God, and whenever it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Aaradhya is an absolute blessing in our lives, and a very, 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 very special, very, very loving fulfillment, and I can only thank God for this blessing. But like I keep saying, a child is a blessing in people's life, and you just have to be eternally grateful and thankful for the experience.
Hi Aishwarya, Sonup here.
Hi.
Aishwarya, you said you were approached by 2 other companies apart from LifeCell.
Not two, few.
A few other companies, right? So, what is it that what is that special thing that made you finally choose LifeCell? You and Abhishek, rather. You know, did you actually visit the premises?
I think the decision itself should state the obvious. I don't think it's fair for at a given opportunity. I've never done it. In any of my associations, I don't think it's fair to sit and talk on others existing in the same medium or in the same business or in the same bracket. But the fact is that I'm here, and a personal decision has been made, and today even a professional one. So I think that in itself should be a statement. That's gracious. I'm sure you'd agree.
Hello, Aishwarya.
Yes. Sorry, I can't see you. Oh, hi.
Hi. हमने अभी कई मीडिया इवेंट्स में देखा है, लेकिन हम इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं आपकी फिल्म का, तो कब आप हमें सरप्राइज करेंगे?
Actually, yeah, I know somebody out there. We're meeting so often. The question is like, परसों ही पूछा था ना? तो जवाब परसों से आज तक is not very different. So when there is a different answer to it, I think let's get more creative. Yeah.
स्क्रिप्ट में कुछ नया देख रही हैं? स्क्रिप्ट में कुछ नया? आप डेफिनेटली आपको बहुत सारी स्क्रिप्ट्स मिली होंगी, लेकिन आप स्क्रिप्ट में कुछ नया देख रही हैं क्या?
I think as a professional one always does that. So I don't think I can get more detail than that at this point.
My second question is for you. आपका नाम हमेशा ब्यूटी के साथ जोड़ा गया है. जब आपके कंटेम्परेरी सुपरस्टार्स कभी हेलो, कैन यू हियर मी? हाँ, ऐश्वर्या, आपका नाम हमेशा ब्यूटी के साथ जोड़ा गया है. जो आपके कंटेम्परेरी सुपरस्टार्स आपका नाम लेके मतलब दे सेज की दे से रिप्लेस ब्यूटी विद योर नेम, लाइक आज आप ऐश्वर्या राय लग रही हैं, किसी और को ऐसे कॉम्प्लीमेंट देते हैं, तो हाउ डू यू रिएक्ट टू इट?
Had to stump me, na? कि मतलब let us reach a point when she'll not be able to answer a question. Well, what can I say? But thank you very much. It's always a little odd, and I've always been I get fidgety and uncomfortable and awkward when it comes to experiencing compliments, but I will say that I've been brought up well enough to graciously say a thank you, and it feels good, so thank you so much.
Hello Aishwarya, it's Pragati here.
Hi.
मैं जानना चाहती हूँ 3 दिन बाद अमित जी का बर्थडे आ रहा है, तो इसके लिए आप लोगों ने क्या क्या प्लानिंग की है इस बार?
हमें 3 दिन तो दे दीजिए. It keeps a lot of mana in our life, trust me. And you'll know the plans. You all will be there home, so you'll know it.
But Aishwarya, hi here, Salma here from Zoom.
Hi. Hi.
कुछ तो plans होंगे, मतलब कुछ तो share कीजिए because
पूरा you have to be, हाँ?
कुछ तो share कीजिए कि क्या plans है बिग बी की birthday के लिए, because उनका birthday जैसे हमारे लिए हम सबके लिए एक national छुट्टी festival type हो जाता है. तो आई एम श्योर कि आप लोगों ने इस बार कुछ खास इंतजाम जरूर किया होगा.
हमारे लिए तो फेस्टिविटीज अक्टूबर से शुरू होता है और नवंबर एंड तक चलता रहता है.
आई नो योर
हमारे परिवार में, एंड it probably is always a wonderful coincidence that Navratri, Dasera, Diwali, and our birthdays, many of our family birthdays come in within these 2 months. My brothers, Pa's,
yours, November,
mine. Aaradhya's, my father's, my nephews, everybody's in this period. So it's a very, very busy time personally and a very special time. At the same time, it's wonderful that there are festivities all across the nation, and we're always here to wish everybody a wonderful festival period ahead, and thank you all for your best wishes constantly. We truly respect it, cherish it, and love you all for that.
I know, Aishwarya, आप personally उनको obviously wish करेंगे, लेकिन क्या हमारे through media के through भी आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे Mr. Bachchan को? अगर
That's where it gets really funny, but because you always ask us to wish through you, हम तो घर में मिलते ही हैं, but of course, with absolute respect, pleasure, and love, I'll always take the opportunity to also wish Pa and all our family members through you, members of the media, who are our extended family, very happy birthday and love you.
Thanks. और एक सवाल है, आप इससे ही जुड़ा हुआ लाइफ सेल से, आप इसे किस तरह से प्रमोट करने वाले हो, कुछ बता दीजिए, बिकॉज मैंने ये भी देखा उसमें आप नहीं थे, तो किस तरह से इसका प्रमोशन आप एज एन आप जुड़े हो इससे?
जैसे कि मैंने कहा, just before we revealed the ad film to you all, that this was a very recent association. We had just come together, and you all have just met me at other press conferences. It has been a very, very busy time professionally, and with a lot of advertising and promotional work. So with this new association, we will plan our campaign ahead, but you know, I will share this with them. Actually, yesterday on the 6th of October, it has been 25 years of LifeCell banking, and we thought it was a very, very opportune time and correct time to share our recent talks of coming together on this day. And I was quite for it as well. I know normally the pattern in regular brand associations is we get our campaigns ready and we do our photo shoots and get our ad film and our public communication in place, and then we have the press conference and we share it all. But what's probably different, and thereby probably everything about this has been different, is the nature of the association itself. The fact we are talking about is LifeCell banking. It is different in itself. It's not regular consumerism. So it was more important for me. I felt it was important that we have this interaction and this communication at this wonderful timing of celebrating 25 years of LifeCell banking. And that's why we went ahead with having our conference today on the 7th, a day after, so that we could share this fact with you and underline it through you, the voice of the nation. But the campaign is something that we're going to work on ahead, and at an opportune time it will be shared with you all as well.
Aishwarya, Sonu Pierre again, you have been associated with a lot of noble causes. You know, decades back you pledged your eyes, and today we are talking about LifeCell. Is there any other cause that you have not endorsed but you would like to in future, if you could just throw some light on it?
You know, I've always said this, and probably my role and opportunity of giving my voice to a lot of important humanitarian subjects has started way back during probably my experience as Miss World. And I always said that that experience was for me as much educational as I suddenly had this opportunity to actually give my voice to a lot of causes. So from then on itself, I've been very conscious of giving my voice and presence to various causes one at a time. While I would love to, be here speaking to you all about so many different, every cause that might need attention and might need a voice, I believe that doing it all at the same time will probably just make me another face. And, you know, I would never want it to be received as, yeah, this is also being spoken about, you know, in a nonchalant manner. And that is where, if I may answer you as well, ask you about responsibility. When he was asking me about responsibility, I made that choice, and if you agree with me on it, then it'll be great to get your thumbs up on it. But that's been the way I have conducted my time here on the public platform, to go one at a time, hopefully be effective, resonate the association, and get you all talking about the cause itself, so that that can reach people, and then my association be effective.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you.
Can
we
the
have
last question, please? Yeah, good evening here.
श्वेताब, आप ऐश्वर्या, एक सवाल जानना चाहूँगा आपसे जो थोड़ा सा हटके है. जब आप माँ बनने वाली थी, आजकल एक चलन देखा जा रहा है कि लोग सीजेरियन डॉक्टर्स बहुत ज़्यादा सलाह देते हैं या लोग को करना पड़ता है, एक चलन है. आपने नॉर्मल बेबी हुई आपको, तो ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है या एक जो प्रथा अभी चल पड़ी है हाल फिलहाल में मेडिकल साइंस में, कि आप जा रहे हो, डॉक्टर फटाक से कहता है कि आप सीजेरियन ऑप्ट कर लीजिए. इस पे आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे, या आपको क्या उस वक्त भी ऐसी सलाह दी गई थी जो आपने
I completely recognize the importance of discussing this. I'm not quite sure this is the platform for it. Maybe at another medical conference, I could definitely share my opinion on it. I don't think this will be fair because it will take away from what we're here to talk about. Kal ka article yahi chapega. So I think it's important for us to be here talking about cord cell banking so that the relevance of today is underlined. We'll discuss that at another time. Yeah.
Which is almost nearing 20,000. So do you think it's affordable, for middle class couples as such? What is the, what's the criteria like?
Sure. So you'll have to look at this decision as something that is for the baby, and that too for the health of the baby. And this is something that is only a once-in-a-lifetime decision. I think this is as important a decision as choosing the child's school, where the education would be done. Probably even as choosing the child's, a partner for the child, approving of that. I mean, it's something that's very, very important for the future of the baby. So I think 20,000 rupees with the affordable EMI schemes available, I think this clearly brings it within the reach of the middle class, or as many people as possible. And more importantly, I think the gifting aspect, we have the 7th month, the Godh Badhai program and the other events, I think clearly becomes a platform for people actually to come together and give this gift to the parents.
So you have to pay once almost 20,000.
So the first year fee is 20,000 rupees, and then there's an annual fee for maintaining the storage of the stem cells, which is a yearly fee of less than 10 rupees a day, which is 3,500 rupees a year annually for the lifetime of the baby.
And I would like to add here, I don't know how comfortable you are with this, Mayur, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. I would like to share that, and probably that's what made me also immediately, for this very concern of yours, to want to come on board and speak, because within a very short period since I have associated, my investment was higher, way higher. Yeah, I said, I don't think Mayur's going to like that. But it was, I think, in the range, if I'm not mistaken, 75 to a lakh was what was the investment for cord cell banking. And within this duration, for me, it seemed like obviously a huge price drop. And yes, I know a lot of you out there, and rightly so, can turn around and say, for me, that was a very easy, affordable option. And I confess, yes, it was. And that's why it was a no-brainer. The financial aspect was not a thought for me, I admit it. That's why I probably went and studied more, researched on the interest level of what cord cell banking can offer for my offspring. So yes, I would like to share with a lot of our population out there that to those who can afford it, we really look at a lot of other expenses. And maybe, I don't know if I should be even saying all this, but a lot of indulgences are so easily spent upon that somehow this thereby seemed like such a sensible investment, and yet it can be presumed it's an indulgence by expectant parents for their child. But at that point in time, when you see so many other expenses so easily and generously incurred, this really seems like a very affordable one in comparison with the present price points. And I did discuss with the company, and I like the fact that they're also offering EMIs to people, to couples out there, which then breaks it down to a seemingly more affordable decision. And that is why I am taking this opportunity to address even the families and friends, that even you can probably consider contributing to this as a gift, because gifts galore happen within families, at this point in time of couples' lives or families' lives. And I am repeating that this was a huge factor to want me to come on to becoming the brand ambassador for LifeCell. The fact that there was this new affordability that has been a seeming affordability from where I looked at it, from where it was at and where it has come to, which made it seem like, yeah, this is a platform I would like to speak about, because I had made my decision already. But I was then happy to come on and speak because I do recognize and realize that this is always a very important factor in couples and families' life, and so many decisions when it comes to investing in your child's future. So yeah, the new price point was one of the largest incentives for me happily coming on to becoming the brand ambassador to this, to LifeCell.
Hi Aishwarya,
Thank
this is Pooja. Would like to ask you, motherhood is said to be greatest gift for a woman. So
Sorry, I'm distracted.
I'm Pooja. Wanted to ask you, motherhood is said to be a greatest gift for a woman. So has any changes in you as a personally and a professionally after being getting motherhood?
That's again another day. I always joke, that's a book probably. That's something I guess you all will observe, if at all. For me, I'm thankful, I'm very grateful. I think change is the only constant in life in any way. And, every experience definitely contributes to change, growth, making you probably and hopefully an even better human being. And this certainly is, the simplest word I can always use is becoming a mother has been an absolute blessing, and I completely cherish this gift from God, and I'm so, so thankful for it. Every waking day.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen.
One last question for Mayuresh. Mayuresh, are you considering any public-private partnerships in terms of this?
Sure, I think it's a natural course that all of this will be attempted to bring upon the benefits of stem cells to everybody. I think in the due course, as things progress, we will come back to you and disclose them. Thanks for asking.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Kanwaljit Singh from Helion and Mr. Ravi Shankar from LifeCell to join us on stage.